Fall Out Boy, Uma Thurman, and you're now listening to and watching Dan and Phil.
BBC Radio 1.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
It is the first Monday of the month at 9 p.m, which means you're listening to Dan and Phil's Internet Takeover on BBC Radio 1, where for the next hour you will have some songs and shenanigans courtesy of us two. As usual, in 15 minutes we'll be telling you all of the important things that have happened in the universe in internet news and keeping on the competition of the 7-second challenge later on in the show.
And today we'll also be preparing you for an imminent insect invasion, so watch out for that.
It is very edutainable, I'd say.
Yeah, I think so.
Edutainable.
Edutainment.
Is edutainment a word?
It should be a word.
I'm asking the important questions early on, but really, you learn a lot in this show if
Yep.
you're going to get swarmed by insects.
If you didn't know, you can also watch us live at bbc.co.uk/Radio 1, where you'll see that Dan has had a full Alanis Morissette tattoo on his face. That's a reason to visit.
Is this going to be a thing from now on? Lie about something that's happened to Dan's appearance to get people to watch
We
us?
need to get people on the website.
And saying that I have an Alanis Morissette face tattoo is obviously the only way to do that.
Yeah.
Not just selling the content, Phil. That's fine.
It's going to be a great show. And we're going to start it off with One Direction's new song, and I've got to admit something.
What?
I haven't listened to it yet.
And you're playing it.
I'm playing it.
Pause.
I
What?
thought I could review it on air.
Ooh.
Is that dangerous?
Ooh, that's
should
okay.
Should I not do that?
So, Phil, you are going to listen to and review, after playing for the first time, the One Direction song on Radio 1.
All right.
Okay.
Well, here is One Direction with Drag Me Down.
Drag Me Down, One Direction 4-piece version. I quite like it. Phil, you said you were going to review it. How's about you give us a sound that represents your opinions on it?
Okay, let me just build this sound up.
Are you going to burp?
Whee!
What does that mean?
It was quite pleasant.
Okay.
And it's a noise that I'll probably repeat a few other times in my life.
I see what you did there.
Won't tell you when.
Won't tell you when. Just going to do it as a surprise.
Yep.
Okay, well, we're back in England. I was about to say sunny England, not really, because we were in LA last week at a thing called VidCon, which is a big YouTube convention.
Los Angeles.
Cool dudes who do things like that. I'm basically 99% kale after spending a week in LA. I thought I was being healthy, but I don't know how much we stuck to that.
I had pancakes every day, except for one day where I branched out and had some waffles with extra maple syrup.
Oh, wow. I thought you were going to say, like, and had some muesli or something.
No.
You branched out from pancakes to waffles.
Let's just say bees have been following me around. I'm emanating that much maple syrup.
So we went to the land of health and really followed it through with all our kind of like sugary carbohydrate-based kind of mornings.
Wow.
That's good.
Yeah.
But we met a lot of people, didn't we, at VidCon? It was quite fun.
We
seeing
did.
Real people outside.
Yeah, and I noticed a lot of them had smashed phones.
So many people have smashed phones.
So
when
many
you see
people.
them. Mhm.
When I see those kind of people, I silently judge them and think, I always look after my phone.
I'm not one of those. I would never
do
drop
that.
my phone.
Who would do such a stupid thing? Well,
So, Phil, what happened last Friday?
Well, I think you know where this story is going. I went and dropped my phone and smashed it on the floor in Brighton.
Oh!
That's
Sorry,
what it sounded
we
like.
have that, like, Charlie Sloth glass smash.
I was holding my phone, taking a picture of a weird door in the side of a building that looked like it would open to nowhere, and I sneezed, dropped my phone on the floor, and it completely smashed. It was only about 10 centimeters, and it's completely destroyed.
Savage destruction.
Yeah.
You have crazy paving the front of your iPhone.
If I try and use selfie cam, it's like some kind of weird modern art. Anyway, I want you guys to make me feel better. So today we're going to talk about phone fails.
Nice.
What phone-related disasters have you had?
Okay.
Have you dropped your phone? Have you texted the wrong person by accident?
Have you accidentally sent a picture to someone that you didn't intend to? Any phone-related disaster to make Phil here feel better about the smashing incident?
Yeah. You can tweet us with hashtag phonefails or give us a text on 81199. Might have a little read of those as well. And we're reading them out throughout the show.
Yep, now this is a song from FKA Twig's upcoming EP named EP3, imaginative title. I've been on a bit of a binge of her, getting back into her recently, and this is an amazing song that has a really cool video. This is FKA Twigs with Glass and Patron on BBC Radio 1.
Get to bbc.co.uk/Radio 1 now to watch the Dan and Phil show on Radio 1.
That was FKA Twigs with Glass and Patron. I really recommend watching the music video for that. It's quite incredible.
I will check it out. We've had a #PhoneFails tweet.
Okay, from Beth.
Who said, my cousin once was running to catch a bus and threw her phone in a river.
That's like holding the phone in the hand and doing like a proper slow motion, like, and then just releasing it
That is
in midair.
Some fast sprinting.
Tragic drop into the river. That's good.
Yeah, also an amazing text from Rach in Sheffield.
Why did you text this in? Oh my gosh.
Said, I accidentally pocket dialed a work contact while I was on the toilet and left a voice message. So embarrassing.
That's absolutely horrific. That's
What
so
did they
much
hear?
worse than breaking your phone.
How much did they hear?
Okay, well, I think we all need something to distract us from that mental image.
Now it's time to put on your most fashionable 3D glasses and learn about the weirdest things in the universe. It's Internet News.
This is the Internet News.
Internet News.
Our top story today concerns something that I think we all love, sneezing pets. This is a video of a cute Pomeranian called Rue that makes the most incredible sound you've literally heard in your entire life. This has been viewed by over 6 million people in just a few days. Prepare yourselves, okay? This is the sound of a sneezing Pomeranian.
I'm so ready.
It's preparing. It's got an itch. It's got an
building
itch.
up.
And
That's incredible.
holy cow.
I want to hear that again. Can we do that again?
I don't
His
understand.
head was vibrating.
It sounded like it was going to hurt itself doing that.
If you're not watching online, you missed out. Do you know one of my favourite things on the internet is sneezing animal videos?
It's a very specific niche, isn't it?
It's so specific, but I love it so much. Do you reckon it's going to join Sneezing Panda in the viral video Celebrity Hall of Fame?
The pantheon of sneezing animals, yeah.
It's like the Beyonce of sneezing animals, that panda, isn't it?
If the panda is Beyonce, then who is the Pomeranian?
Kim K, I think.
That Pomeranian is the Kim K of sneezing animals on YouTube.
Internet news! Right. An online poll has found out the public's #1 fantasy job.
Are you kidding me?
And apparently we all want to be minions.
This is horrific. I'm so disappointed in everybody right now.
They're taking over the universe.
Someone needs to stop them.
I know.
I think like they've leaked out of the kind of actually being a villain in the film into kind of actually taking over.
I
our
think
world.
so. The cartoon blobs who found their fame in Despicable Me have spawned their own movie, and it's one of the most popular choices.
What is it beating then?
So we've got Minion at #1,
Yeah.
Hogwarts Professor at #2.
Oh my gosh,
Nice.
okay.
Superhero #3, Dinosaur Trainer at #4, and Time Traveler at #5.
Wow.
I'd definitely go with Time Traveler. I mean, come on, you could just go back in time, win the lottery, forward in time, billionaire.
I like that you go straight to I would do that to win the lottery as opposed to like save space and time like
being
a
a
doctor. or anything
Time
like that.
Lord's way too much effort.
Okay, well, I just want to say, when the day has come where minions are more important than magic, it is time to leave the planet. Anyone else that wants to build a rocket to go to a minionless planet, just hit me up on Twitter. All sorts of
Internet news.
In more dog-related news, we have just witnessed one of our favourite events that we've ever discovered. This is the 10th annual dog surfing competition that happens in California. So we're just going to glance at some pictures here. The first one is an American Eskimo falling off the surfboard.
He looks terrified.
There we go. And then we have a sausage dog called Coopertone that looks like it's just why did you put me on a surfboard? I'm a dog. What are you doing? And then we have a pug with a GoPro on its back.
He knows what he's doing, you can tell. Look at that tongue out, he's concentrating.
It makes you wonder what other events like this are happening around the world, like dog surfing.
How
I
has
don't know
this
how you
been
feel about it.
happening for 10 years and I've never attended?
The world is beautiful, Phil. What can we say?
Internet news. And finally, is the story of the Pied Piper of Los Angeles.
I'm going to play this video for now, okay?
Okay.
There is a guy sat in traffic. He looks across at the car next to him, and what does he hear? A man is rocking out on a recorder, parked in his car in traffic. He is behind a wheel, people, and he is headbanging with a recorder.
What is he doing?
Only in LA, like literally.
Alex Gross spotted this man rocking out, and it's got over 250,000 views. And what you didn't see was the trail of rats following the car
That would
behind
probably
him.
explain a lot, wouldn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
you think back to those days when you're in like year 5, what were all those recorder lessons for? There we go, people. It's for, you know, moshing in a car when you're in traffic when you're 50 to get some YouTube views. That's
What
what
I'm
it's
gonna
about.
do. Internet news.
Back to Dan and Phil in the studio.
The Internet News.
Thanks, Dan and Phil.
Yeah, thank you. Now, Dan, do you ever miss the old Rihanna?
What do you mean, do I miss the old Rihanna?
Just the one before she was naked, covered in blood, and a big box of money.
I like that Rihanna.
When she was just singing about everyday objects.
You're about to play Umbrella, aren't you? That was your segue into playing Umbrella. You are absolutely unacceptable, Phil.
You know you've missed it too. Here's Rihanna with Umbrella. Rihanna, Umbrella. See, you missed that song. You just didn't realize it.
It's a classic, isn't it? It's a very good... Well done, Rihanna, on making such a very good song. So... the topic of the hour is Phil's smashed phone.
Rest in peace, my phone.
R.I.P. Phil's phone. We've been asking people to text in on 81199 or tweet us with hashtag phone fails with various disasters that have happened with their phones to make Phil feel better. And we've got a couple here that I'm sure you'll like. Let us know how this makes you feel better, Phil.
Okay.
Jessica once tweeted so much and her phone got so busy that it set on fire because it was too hot.
That's intense. That's some intense tweeting. Follow me times 9,000.
I don't know if it was because Harry Styles, please, X13,000, please. But that's happened quite a few times, actually.
That was some good audio.
Okay, thank you very much. I could go into that professionally, couldn't I?
Yeah.
JC said she was once sending her friend a Snapchat in the bathroom and the lighting was great when she slipped and dropped her phone in the toilet bowl.
Oof.
Uh-oh, can't add that to the story.
Put it in a bag of rice.
Is that a thing?
And maybe a bit of disinfectant.
Yeah, maybe just like burn the phone after. You don't want to use that. Alexandra got a new phone and put it into the washing machine in her hoodie pocket in the same day that she bought it.
No.
What's the point in being alive?
I did that to my passport once. Still worked.
Does it?
Just a blurry face.
Don't try that at home, people. And another one from Wildem who said she sent a screenshot of an argument she was having to the girl she was arguing with instead of her friend that was in another iMessage tab.
Oh, I just crumpled up in a ball of cringe.
Time to swan dive out the window.
Had a couple of amazing texts as well. Katie sent another Snapchat one saying she sent the ugliest photo of herself by accident to a crush. Now your crush knows your inner beauty as well.
If the crush stays, that's when you know you've found the one.
And Jess in Essex said a chinchilla broke her iPhone. Don't trust chinchillas with technology.
Wow,
I've always said it.
She said no explanation.
No.
How did the chinchilla break a phone?
They're sinister creatures.
Are they powerful animals, Phil?
I think so.
Okay, well, there you go.
Those coming in with hashtag phone fails. Now, interestingly, I was looking through my room, having a little bit of a clear out. I found one of my mix CDs from the year 2002.
Dude, 2002?
I feel so old.
I'm going to say something disgusting.
Yeah.
If there's anyone that's 13 right now, the CD is older than you.
No.
Wow.
No, I'm dying.
Phil's crumbling.
Anyway, I thought we could play a song from that CD. The disc just said cool mix on it.
Okay.
So should we see what the song is?
Okay.
All right, let's press play. It's Placebo.
Ooh.
It's Every You, Every Me from the Cruel Intentions soundtrack. Oh, Sarah Michelle Gellar, always in my heart. Enjoy. Placebo, Every You, Every Me. We should see what the second track is on Phil's mix.
Oh, this guitar is just going on.
Next time.
Just leave it to linger.
There we go.
Wait. There we go. What other songs would be on the mixtape?
Well, let's wait and find out in the next show.
Is that going to be a musical feature with Phil?
Maybe.
Okay, I'm hyped. So something that we didn't tell you is that on the way back from Brighton, where Phil tragically destroyed his phone, we were in a car on the motorway when I noticed something terrifying. A flying ant was in the car. And the thing is, the driver hadn't noticed the ant. So the whole time I was just like, oh my God, if the ant flies into his head, I'm definitely going to die. So he didn't even notice. And I think it flew into him at one point and he just like casually swatted it away. But it was so tense. Freaking out. I didn't think it was going to, end very well for us.
Well, now we have a breaking news story, actually.
Okay.
We're going to go back to Dan and Phil in the Internet News Studio.
And they have made an edutaining video to prepare us for the themed weekend.
Hello, Dan and Phil from your Internet News team coming to you with a special report.
People of the UK, beware. The ant-pocalypse has come. This weekend, the UK has been invaded by flying ants because of the dry and warm weather, making it the perfect environment for breeding.
Kind of like spring break in America.
Oh, now I've got loads of incredibly disturbing images of giant men with abdomens floating above a beach in sleeveless vests.
Really muscly abdomens from all that working out.
Oh God. So to prepare you for the invasion, here are some essential facts about flying ants.
Fants. The male flying ants are on a quest to find other nests to breed with the queen, who hangs back releasing delicious pheromones.
Oh, pheromones. Oh, that's right up there with moist for me. I don't like that word.
Pheromones.
Do people release pheromones?
I don't think so.
I hope not. After mating with the queen, the male ant's genitals explode.
What?
Was that your natural reaction?
That was my natural reaction to that.
It's a true fact.
That sounds painful.
Yeah, a bit.
Is that worth mating?
I don't think so.
I would be happy to be abstinent.
Why did nature make that happen?
Abstinent.
You've done that twice now, you need to stop.
I will stop. Flying ants prefer the movie Ants to A Bug's Life and are known to bite huge chunks out of Bug's Life DVDs.
Oh yeah, so if you're one of those people that leaves your disc all over the floor, then you are going to get raided, trust me. Proper organisation.
Yeah, are you more of an Ants or a Bug's Life kind of guy?
You know what, this might sound controversial, but I actually am on Team Ants.
Ooh.
I just think it's a better... Sorry, Disney.
Ouch.
Well, I'm not going to be in the Big Hero 6 sequel, am I? Okay. Once the queen has been mated with, she lands and her wings fall off before she repopulates the colony.
See, mating is just a terrible decision as an ant.
It just gets more and more horrific.
Yeah.
Tell you what, we should start an ant nunnery as like a safe haven for all the people that don't want to explode and have their limbs fall off.
Strange mental images. Some reports have said that the ants especially like the blood of celebrities, with both Eamon Holmes and Danny Jones tweeting about being covered in ants.
I guess that'll be the test of whether YouTubers are respected in traditional media or not.
What, if we get covered in ants?
Yeah.
I hope we aren't.
And finally, flying ants can predict lotto numbers, so if you just put your ear next to a swarm, they will whisper it to you.
Dan, someone is going to die following that advice.
I'm sorry, okay, that is not true. They just give you the bonus ball.
Oh, news just in. Scientists have now found the real reason the ants are flying all at once. It's to eliminate humanity and become our overlords.
Well, all that remains to be said here is we welcome our new ant overlords, and we'll see you in the underground burrows of slavery.
Over and out.
Wow, thanks Dan and Phil from the Internet News team.
Those guys are weird.
They are indeed. Now, someone else whose new music, other than FK Twigs, that I'm eagerly looking forward to is MIA, who you can pretty much always rely on to make music that doesn't sound like anybody else. Here is her latest song on Radio 1. This is Swords. Swords, MIA on Radio 1. So, we're going back to hashtag phone fails. What disasters have you had with your mobiles? Phil, what have people been texting in?
Let's have a look. Otis said, I was making a smoothie that consisted of Doritos, bread, salsa, and lemons, and I dropped my phone in it. Otis.
Look, I don't even care about the phone. Why were you putting Doritos in a smoothie?
I hope that was some kind of YouTube challenge and that's not your breakfast.
Making an MLG cocktail.
I'm worried about you.
Okay.
And someone else said, my dad was cycling and fell in a canal. His phone was in the canal, but he still managed to retrieve it.
Wow.
I would not recommend that.
Okay.
If you fall in a canal, try and get to safety.
Yes, don't prioritize the phone. Emma tweeted in saying, hashtag phone fails. I had a Nokia, dropped it, and it broke the floor. Gotta love those 90s bricks.
I think mine still works, you know.
Someone with Pepe as their profile picture said, a roller coaster, phone in pocket. Do I need to say anything more? That's dangerous.
Yeah, you need to get some Velcro on yours.
That would go through like an entire flock of geese, wouldn't it? A phone coming out at high speed. And Krista said that she once tried to call 911. 911? Hi, America listening. But Siri dialed her mum. And then she said, so embarrassing, ha ha ha, I died literally.
I have a feeling that's a joke.
Okay.
If it's not, I hope you gave birth to the baby safely.
We're being interacted with American ghosts, Phil.
Yeah, I think we are.
Okay, that's just a bizarre experience. Well, thank you for tweeting in with hashtag phone fails. We'll keep those coming in.
Yep, don't go anywhere as 7-second challenge is coming up next.
Dun, dun, dun.
But now we have a Radio 1 live lounge that you can watch on the website. So get to bbc.co.uk/Radio 1. Here's Foxes with Photograph.
Dan and Phil, they escaped from the internet and climbed into your ears.
That was Foxes in the live lounge with Photograph. Imagine if foxes could actually take photographs. What would we see?
Probably just a load of bins. I mean, some hedgerows maybe, if we're getting a bit suburban.
Who knows where they go at night?
Okay, now it's time to get serious. This, people, if you have not heard before, is the most intense per second radio feature ever invented. This is...
the 7-second challenge.
So this game is simple. You just have to do whatever the other person says in 7 seconds.
It sounds simple, just you wait.
It's sudden death, though. If you get it wrong, it's all over.
And the winner gets to pick a song of their choice. Now, I will say that I've won twice in a row after your undefeated streak earlier for about 5 months. And I'm just saying I intend to start my own streak where I don't lose for the rest of the year.
Because you played Smash Mouth by All Star both times, and that is ruining my life. If you play that again tonight, I'm gonna sack you from Dan and Phil.
Are you implying that the United Kingdom doesn't want to get triple Shrek'd on the radio?
And my choice
I will do that.
My choice is so good as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds like the stakes are high. Have you got a challenge ready for me?
I've got one ready.
Hit me, Phil.
Okay. Say what you had for breakfast in an Australian accent.
This morning I had a Special K. I didn't put it on the barbie though. I just had it with lactose-free milk.
Wow.
That was... I'm really...
That was something else.
There's some Australians listening. I'm really sorry.
Everyone in Australia
Don't
just
unfollow me.
Close their tab.
What do you think, Phil?
Yeah, I'll give you a ding.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Phil. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Phil, invent a new pickup line.
Hey, your eyes are so... nice. I'd like to not stroke them because that would hurt you. That's nice. See, I don't want to poke you in the eye.
People listening, text in if that would get you off the stool.
Everyone is hot and flustered.
You know what? You actually said something, so I'm going to give that to you just for trying.
Right, thanks. Dan, make up a rap about summer.
Summer, if it's hot, it's good. If it rains, then boy, it's a bummer. Word.
Oh, that was good. That was annoyingly good.
How good was that? Wait. Can I just give myself... No, I don't want to find the glass smash. That would just be self-indulgent.
We're going to give you a ding.
Thanks for the ding, Phil. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Phil, clap your hands under each leg 3 times.
Oh, God.
What? Okay, whoa.
I did it like 7 times.
No need to show off. Nobody likes that, Phil.
Yes.
Here's your ding.
I clapped a bit hard then.
Okay.
Health and safety issue.
Getting tense.
Right. Dan.
Yeah.
Name 5 things you would not find in a kitchen.
You would not find a fire. No. A bear, a whale, space, Uma Thurman, a katana. No. Why was that so hard?
That wasn't 5. You're out.
No.
It's over.
No, you get to do the obligatory spamming of the wrong button. Just get into it.
Yes.
Phil, congratulations. You are this week's winner of the 7-second challenge.
Finally, I was so worried. Oh, that feels so good.
I feel like I've let down the memes out there. I'm really sorry. The swamp will return.
Okay.
Phil, would you like to introduce the song that you have won tonight?
You're going to be happy I won. You are going to be singing along to this. Here is the Disney version of Lion King's The Circle of Life. The Circle of Life.
Okay, I'm kind of happy you won. That was pretty amazing, Phil.
Now, do you know...
Oh, pun unintended. Nice one. I'm just going to high-five myself there. That was really unacceptable.
Do you know who doesn't have a phone?
Who?
Simba.
Is that...
Who else doesn't have a phone?
Who?
Definitely not Mufasa.
Whoa! Wow!
Don't
Did
say
you
anything.
just?
I didn't do anything.
Oh my gosh! I made a video about spoilers earlier, Phil. Oh wow! I can't believe you just went there.
It was a link to hashtag phone fails, a very tenuous one. Lexi says, my grandmother saw my phone background was Dan. And I didn't know how to explain myself.
What do you say? Wow, and that is a selfie that I accidentally took of myself in a car as well. That's quite horrific.
Who is
Thank
this
you for that,
mysterious
Lexi.
boy with a strange fringe?
I'm
what
sorry
do you
for being
say?
unexplainable.
Brit said, I was getting ice cream out of the freezer, put my phone down in the freezer, and then noticed it 2 hours later.
Ouch. iPhone missed a call.
Siri must have had to put a real big coat on.
Don't give that a lick. Okay. And other sentences. I think we need to stop talking
Let's
for a
stop
minute.
talking.
Let's play a song. This is Need You 100% Duke Jamon.
In the beginning, there was an island.
Please welcome
BBC Radio 1 en Ibiza.
BBC Radio 1, Ibiza 20.
Ibiza 20.
Now, unfortunately, we're not cool enough to be invited to Ibiza with
You're
Radio
coming
1.
straight in with the honesty there.
It's honest.
It's not that we're busy, we're just not cool enough to be invited to Ibiza.
Also, I'm too pale, so I'd probably just set on fire as soon as I
That's
got on the
true,
beach.
it's probably not insured
Yeah, but
for that.
there are lots of cool things happening. It's the 20th anniversary.
Wow.
Which kind of makes me feel less old than my mixtape
than you were when we were
earlier.
talking about the mixtape, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's been pretty cool. All weekend, Radio 1 have been providing sets from people of the likes of Calvin Harris, Disclosure, Rudimental, and loads more. And also, if you missed it, something incredible happened, which was the Ibiza Proms, where they did orchestrated versions of loads of dance classics. I really recommend you go check it out. It is incredibly entertaining. So if you missed out on that, then check out on the BBC iPlayer. That is Radio 1's Ibiza 20, and specifically, people, the Ibiza Proms. It is quite amazing. Now,
Do
should
it.
we play a song that they might actually play in Ibiza?
Maybe, that
rather
would
than
help.
The Lion King. Not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with The Lion King.
I would rave to the Lion King.
Would you? I want to see that. Here is Disclosure featuring Sam Smith with Omen. Disclosure, Sam Smith with Omen. That is another new album that I'm very much looking forward to. I need more Sam in my life. Did that sound creepy?
A little bit.
I'm sorry.
Dan and Phil on BBC Radio 1.
So thank you, everybody, for sending in your hashtag phone fails.
Thanks.
Phil, do you think people have made you feel better about smashing your phone?
I kind of don't feel better because I'm feeling the tiny bits of glass in my
The
fingers.
stabbing pains really don't help that much. But we've got a final one from Sarah, which is quite amazing. She said, once my dad left his phone on a frozen lake covered in snow and he had to go buy a metal detector to find it.
What?
Wow.
That's incredible.
Just when you think that you have problems, going to
Yep.
get a metal detector on a frozen... That sounds dangerous as well.
That's some phone dedication.
I don't envy your dad. Well, thank you very much for listening to us. Our next show will be on the 31st of August, so make sure you guys put that in your logbooks. Don't know why I said logbooks.
What's
That's
a
bit weird.
logbook?
Up next on Radio 1 is Phil Taggart, and to smoothly segue into him, which also sounds a bit weird, here is some Churches with Leave a Trace. Thank you very much for joining us. Good night from Dan and Phil, everybody.